Hey gang, Joyce with Skippy Cass Farms here. I know the video is not too good, but that looks like that's the same eagle that was here just a few minutes ago. It had taken off, and it looks like, because I've watched them most of my life. I grew up down south in Florida, and they eat a lot of fish down there. And it looks like he may have picked up that carcass, and he's now eating. And there's been a couple of crows, but they're pretty much leaving him alone now. So whoops, almost dropped the camera. That's what it looks like he's doing. You may not be able to see it on the camera all that well, but he's eating. And I just thought that was kind of cool. So I think I'm going to stay out here around my birds while he's here. Got to move my chicken tractor anyway. But the crows have quieted down. I don't know if any of you are familiar with, but crows will hound a bald eagle and just go after it and after it and after it. And one of the techniques that a bald eagle will use to get rid of the crows if they keep following him, and there's a couple up there, but they're not too close. If they keep following him, he'll just take to flight. And he'll just soar, and he'll soar higher and higher and higher and higher. And eventually, the crows fall off. Why? Because they can't handle the altitude. The air's too thin. They can't stay with him. And so, I think of that kind of, that's a kind of a really good analogy for what we're trying to do. We're trying to kind of do things our own way and make things better and live to a higher standard, and bring things back to where they used to be and should be. And so as long as we keep doing what we're doing and we keep standing strong and keep getting strong and keep going, just keep soaring, just keep doing what we're doing and keep doing what we're doing. Eventually, we'll be moving and we'll be successful. And then just like the eagle, when the air gets too thin, they'll just drop off. It reminds me of a Bible story too, where the Pharisees brought a woman to Jesus in the very act of adultery. And he said, well, let ye who've not sinned cast the first stone. And so, I mean, according to the law, they had to stone her, but they brought him to him first, trying to trap Jesus. And what was so cool was, if you read the story, when they first brought her to him, he bent down and started writing in the sand with his finger. Now, what does that have to do about anything? Who knows? But when he said that to them, he bent back down and wrote in the sand again. And it says, his accusers left, the oldest to the youngest. It's almost like he was writing something down that they knew was more valuable to them than trying to trap Jesus. So they all just kind of slunk off. And then Jesus got up and looked up and he said, daughter, where are your accusers? And then he said, well, neither do I accuse you. Go and sin no more. So all we have to do is just keep standing and doing. And by doing what is right, we always win. Because all the darkness in the world can't fight the light of a single candle. I apologize for the video because it's on Zoom. I wish you could see it as I can see it with my mind's eye. Or a couple of crows hanging around. They're not bothering him too much, and he's still sitting there. He's still standing there eating. But all we have to do is stand. All we have to do is continue. Yeah, there's 3 crows. I don't know if you can see them over here. They're taking off now. They're leaving him alone. He's going to be able to finish his breakfast without being bothered by those crows. And that's the way it works. If we just keep doing what we're doing, eventually the light always wins. Because the darkness cannot extinguish the light. The light extinguishes the darkness. And they cannot exist in the same place at the same time. It's one or the other. So with that, gang, I will wish you blessings for the day. And whatever you do, just keep chasing the dream.